Let me point out here, we are researching for ourselves. We strongly encourage for everyone to do their own research. There is no one way to approach this topic or topics associated with it. Our point is to bring relevant info, providing links with regards to this subject to allow any and all to research independently for themselves. Now let's take a look at excerpts from Americans for Innovation's blogspot. I urge you to visit the Americans for Innovation's blogspot to get full details and the timeline. Remotely crashing planes and controlling patents. This article comes to us from Americans for Innovation's blogspot. It is dated January 21st, 2018. Meet the person who can remotely crash planes and can read your mind. Monstrous patent calls people quote-unquote wetware. Implanted devices deliver electric shock, poisons, dopamine, adrenaline, emit mind control frequencies. Hewlett-Packard and Agilent Technology. Richard C. Walker, Agilent Technologies, holds monstrous quote-unquote Internet of Things patents that can take down planes with remote instructions to one little sensor in the autopilot system, the QRS-11. The global surveillance grid includes embedded chips in planes, devices, and equipment and people to remotely send signals and control every element of the Internet of Things network. The QRS-11 quartz rate sensor, the diameter of a quarter. Also see abledanger.org for more detail on the uninterruptible autopilot, is embedded in most aircraft autopilots. The intelligence version of the sensor can be turned off remotely and bring down the plane. In the late 1980s and early 1990s, HRC's Rose Law Firm in Little Rock, Arkansas, handled the QRS-11 patent family. Her mentor, managing partner J. Joseph Girory, was on the board of the assignee of the patents, BEI Technology. HRC's Rose Law Firm, and this is ad note, that she was not a patent lawyer. However, she was an intellectual property lawyer at the Rose Law Firm, which is the third oldest law firm in the United States. How can lawyers assist Able Danger to strip Serco, formerly RCA, GB 1929, a radio patent monopoly company, out of the USPTO before HRC builds the next death pool patent thicket around the technology of a variable yield atomic bomb? Or how can we petition get going among patent and IP law associates to have the operations of the USPTO taken away from Serco and returned to the United States government? In Little Rock, Arkansas, was the original attorney representing the inventor of the QRS-11 sensor in BEI Electronics Technologies, and it gives the patent numbers. This sensor was so critical to national security that the State Department fined Boeing $16 million for illegal exports. After many mergers and company sales, the rights to the QRS-11 went to France for a decade, owned by Schneider Electric SA. Schneider sold the rights to a Barclays Bank client in London. The Rose law partner who hired HRC, Girory, Walker's system can crash planes remotely, served on the BEI Technologies Board of Directors. He also coordinated the Clintons' China and Indonesia banking connections associated with their Mena, Arkansas drug smuggling, money laundering, and sex trafficking. Barclays then sold the company and the QRS-11 patent rights to Sensata Incorporated, or Sensata, which is controlled by Mitt Romney's Goldman Sachs-aligned Bain Capital in Boston. Tellingly, dozens of former Clinton staff have died in mysterious airplane and vehicle crashes. Also telling, the late FBI superstar Ted Gunderson said in 2005 that the Oklahoma City bomber Timothy McVeigh had a biochip surgically installed in him by Dr. Louis Jolly West, who led the rogue CIA's MKUltra mind control program. Conveniently for Bill and Hillary, the Oklahoma City bombing destroyed the records of the FBI investigation on Janet Reno's Waco criminality. The bombing also killed former Clinton Chief of Security Alan G. Weicker and 4 other Clinton bodyguards. They were shot in the head by a helicopter sniper at the illegal military siege of the Branch Davidian property in Waco, Texas, 1993. Some call these deaths, quote-unquote, Arkancide, since most everyone associated with the Clintons in Arkansas, except Larry Nichols, has died, or have died. Nichols produced the Clinton Chronicles in 1994 to expose the Clinton devilish corruption. Despite ill health, Larry carries on the struggle to bring the Clintons to justice. There is a lot of info in this little article regarding just some of the many crimes of the Clintons and the people and or companies implicated involvement with them. We must bring awareness to this corruption. I would encourage you to visit the abledanger.org website for more information on remote plane crashing and the controlling the patents. I also would highly recommend you to go to the Americans for Innovations blogspot.com. All the links will be in the description. Just so you know, my background is primarily education, not patent law or graphic design. My husband and I are patriots and just want to bring the info about and awareness to this topic. This channel is mainly for providing you with information about topics we are researching. We also produce scripture videos because we are in a spiritual battle. This channel is not monetized. Once again, our priority is in the info sharing. Thank you so much for watching. All of the links are in the description box. Stay tuned for upcoming videos. Please like, share, and subscribe.